Hey there, my name is Gina, and I am an intuitive Reiki practitioner and life coach. I've just been feeling guided to start a YouTube channel and post videos really based on whatever comes to me from my own life experience and that I feel I'm resonating with, because I assume if I'm resonating with it and you find this video, that it's probably something that you would resonate with as well. I do think the biggest thing that I'm going to most likely talk about is intuition and following your joy. Basically, following anything that feels good to you in the moment and the importance of that. I think that society has really, really kind of poo-pawed that, because you're not going to make enough money, or you're not going to be good at it, or but anything that feels in resonance with you, something that feels exciting to you, anything that feels like it lights you up and gives you life, is guidance. It's guidance and showing you where to go next. And a lot of us have no idea where to go or what to do with the things that sound like it's going to be fun or life-giving. You immediately go to, well, how would I do that? Or where do I even start with that? And most of the time it is a slow start. Just taking action on the small thing, the first idea that comes to your mind. So basically, the first thing that you get from your intuition is an idea, a spark, some sort of oh my gosh, wouldn't this be cool? And if you don't shut it down and you actually entertain whatever the idea that you get, more things will come. More things will pop up, more ideas. Make this phone call, or look online for this, or talk to so-and-so, because suddenly so-and-so comes into your mind who actually might know about this, or somebody in your environment will mention that person's name and say, did you know that they actually do this? And you're like, oh my gosh, you're kidding, right? Like, I just had this idea of something that sounds like a lot of fun to me. Those are the things that pop up, the synchronicities, all the things that are, again, guidance for you to live your highest and best life, what you came here for, what would light you up, your purpose. And again, those things are really, really difficult for our logical mind to accept a lot of the times, because we have been taught to make money, to get the 401k, get the job with the insurance, and there's nothing wrong with any of those things. Just happens to be that a lot of those things just shut us down. They shut down our curiosity and shut down that spark of life that is actually why we came. To when you are in the momentum and flow of creativity, things are magical, and you have this magic aura around you. People want to be around you more. Just things start happening. And then once you start to have expectations that aren't being met, or things aren't going exactly like you thought they would, a lot of the times that disappointment comes in, or that feeling of, oh gosh, I guess it's not going to work out, and just letting yourself be open to, maybe it doesn't look like you thought it would. Maybe you thought, in order to get to this space, you had to do A, B, and C, but A, B, and C isn't actually how it's going to work out best for you. It's going to be A, B, and T, something way over here that you wouldn't have ever expected. But if you don't allow that, and you don't relax and let things kind of come up, then T doesn't ever come into your experience, because you're resisting that by being disappointed, you're not by staying in that frequency, that momentum that you have going, and letting that. And even when you're in that momentum, sometimes just slowing down and doing nothing is the best thing to do. If you're feeling tired, but something inside you is saying, no, 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 you need to keep going. You got to keep the momentum going. That means you have to do more, work more. That's forcing it. And the forcing of something actually slows you down because it's a form of resistance. You're not staying in that flow of energy, which is super important. And I just think that we have been taught to push and force for the things that we want. Fight more. You know, what you dream and what you want needs to be hard. It needs to be difficult and hard work. And that is not true. It's just simply not true. Being in the flow of the energy is gonna be easy, except for the times that you are resisting it. You know, when your fears pop up, your insecurities pop up, which they will, it's all part of the process. It's all part of your higher self and the universe showing you these things that are in the way, that are hindering you from getting there. It's just showing you, okay, in order to go further, you have to face this, and knowing that it's there and not letting it drive the car, right? Like, it can be a passenger. Fear can be a passenger. Insecurity can be a passenger. And you can actually say, I see you. I see you. Thank you for wanting to make me safe, but you're not going to drive the car. I'm the one in the driver's seat, and I care about you and the fact that you care about me, but I am going to continue moving forward, even with the fear, even with the insecurity, you know, and just letting it flow. It is a difficult thing sometimes to do. And, you know, those things are coming up for purpose, though. It's purposeful, so that you're able to see those parts of yourself that you harbor those fears, you harbor those insecurities. And of course, when you're doing something that is so important to you and something that you really, really want to do, there is a fear of failure. You don't have a fear of failure when you're doing something you really don't give a shit about. I mean, you know, you care about your job because you want your job because you're gonna make money so you can pay your bills. But when it's something you really care about, something you're so passionate about, there's this fear of, well, if you don't succeed, then that dream is going to be gone. It's dashed. And so people really care about those things and really care about how it turns out, as you should. But it doesn't actually, I'm going to say like 95% of the time, it does not come to you in the way that you imagined it would. Normally, when you have dreams, you've been thinking about it since you're a kid, maybe, and you've spent so much time imagining it, what it would look like, what it would feel like, the things that you would do and how you would live that life. And those are all amazing things. Actually, your imagination is so powerful in helping you get in the flow of that frequency and energy of the dream. You want to do that, but doing it with an open hand, with an open heart of like, this or something better, how it's going to evolve and going to come to be is, like I said, almost 95% of the time. I'm even going to go further and say 99.9% of the time is not exactly what you expected. There are so many things that are working in your favor in ways that you can't see. You have no idea how things are going to happen. And then it's like being delighted and surprised about how things happen. It happens normally easier than you think it's going to. The only part that's difficult is allowing it, is letting go of the need to control how it all goes down, because you don't need to control. It's much more magical to let it happen, to let things just kind of pop up out of nowhere. And it's not out of nowhere. These out of the blue things that happen, they're not. You've actually been manifesting them, but manifesting them in ways that surprise and delight you. It's incredible. And when you start to live that way, it is just, you get to see your own magic, your own power, because you're the one who's actually doing it. You are the one who is controlling it, but you're controlling it in a way that doesn't have to look the way that you think it has to. You're putting it out there, right? That energy of like, ooh, how this would feel and how I want this and it would be so amazing. But how I get there, you don't really have to care about how you get there. Obviously, you don't want it to be hard and awful, but I think we have that ingrained in us, so ingrained in us that in anything worth having, you have to work hard for. And, yeah, when you work hard for something, there is that feeling of relief and joy when it actually does come. But let's get real. Like, most of us don't really want to work that hard. And you don't have to. That is the beauty of it all. Is you so don't have to work that hard. It just is. Again, it's a belief system that we have to kind of get over the hump. We have to get over that belief system that we have to work hard. We don't. So I just want to share a way to just start on this, is to just take a moment to just really go into your imagination and decide what would feel good. Like, if you don't know exactly what you want, that's okay. You do know that you want peace. You do know that you want freedom. You do know that you want to feel good and you want to live joyfully. So if you can just imagine for a moment those feelings, and what are you doing when you have those feelings? And don't let your mind go to, but I can't have that because I don't have the education, or I've never done it before, or I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that. No, there is a reason that you want it. There is a reason that it's coming up as something that you want to have. So let yourself go. Let yourself be 5 years old again and imagining this beautiful, amazing life. And when you do that, it's the feeling that you want. It's that feeling tone that makes you feel alive. And when you get there, take out a piece of paper and write it all down as if it's happening right now. This is so powerful. It is so powerful. Just let the pen go as if you have a magic wand and write it all down. It is actually an action step after the imagination to write it all down as if it's happening now, and let yourself feel what it feels like to be in that reality right now, because imagination actually allows you to do that. And then let it go and see what comes up as far as like the first step maybe toward that. You don't have to look to the last moment of being there, of like actually being in that moment, which is the feeling that you want to have. But then when you go backwards and you come back to where you are right now and go, well, but I can't have that, or, well, I'm so far away from that, I'd have to do, again, A, B, and C to get there. And that just gives you anxiety and all these things that, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the education, all those things. Just let those things go, see them come up, let the resistance go, and let the ideas start flowing. And know that you don't have to overwhelm yourself with all the things you have to do to get there. Literally, these things will come as ideas, and they will be small steps to get you there. Every journey is started with a step. It could be lots of steps, but guaranteed they're going to be steps that you enjoy, as long as you allow yourself. Anyway, just a short little video to get you inspired, to help you feel the magic inside yourself, because you have a life that's waiting to live. You have this authenticity inside yourself, these wants, this creation that wants to come out of you right now, and wants, with everything in it, for you to experience it, because that power is experiencing it with you, through you, as you. So with that, I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thanks for watching.